important. What is the meaning of the space here? Space is nothing but the scope of the data collection. Are you going for week or month or hour or minute, whatever it is? Let us look at one more thing. A doctor. Doctor, he looks at the patients, right? So there are some seats are available, or some in the help desk and in the front office. People will come and sit there. Okay. So if I look at how many on an average coming per hour, that's important. You guys are getting? Per average 1 hour, how many people are coming? That's what I am interested in. I am not interested in what is the percentage of people are coming. No. I am interested in the per hour, how many people are coming and sitting there. If I know that, I can do whatever you want. So what I'm trying to say is this Poisson distribution all about number of occurrences per scope. If this is fine, online. Now let us solve few problems. Oh, I have not discussed those now. Okay. I will talk about the probability mass function. Probability of x equal to r, where x is a random variable and r is, for example, what is the probability that I am going to have 2 flight crashes per week or per month or per year, like that. You guys are understanding? So the probability mass function I am writing directly lambda to the power of r factorial r. You need to by heart this, and where x is going to take what values? 0, 1, 2, up to infinite. Agree? Yes or no? Okay. What is this lambda? This lambda is average number of occurrences per scope. You define what is the scope for it. What is the E here? E value is 2.7. It's a number. E value is 2.7. It's a number. Means what is the meaning of this? 2 to the power of 7 all to the power of minus lambda, lambda to the power of r, and factorial r. What is this r? You know, r is going to take these values, right? 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 up to infinite. What is the meaning of that? For example, if x equals to, let's say, number of problem tickets fixed per day. Number of problem tickets fixed per day. So that is what is my x I defined already. So what this lambda will become? Average number of problem tickets fixed per day. You guys are understanding? So baby, you collected the data like this from the past per hour, or what is that, per day, right? Yeah. Maybe you collected, let's say, some 100 days data. Every day you might have fixed some number. Let us see that. Don't look at what I am doing. I am going to explain today what I am doing. But for the time being, don't look at. Let's look at this. Day 1, how many problem tickets? This is per day or per hour? Per day. So how many problem tickets they fixed? Day 1, 8. Day 2, so these are data I am having. Can you collect this data? Can you collect this data or not? Per day. Maybe you might have receiving so many number of tickets. I'm not interested in so many number of tickets, like the calls received. I might be receiving so many number of calls. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in how many calls I answered. Because if n is very, very large, if you look at a company, they might be receiving some thousands of tickets. I don't care. But for me, I'm interested in only how many tickets fixed. That is easy to collect. You guys are understanding? You guys are understanding? So I'm not interested in how many calls received. I'm interested in how many calls fixed. Okay, let's assume this is my data. This is per day. Now, what are the values this is going to take? It is taking anywhere from 0 to infinite. It may take anything. I may receive, I may fix. Theoretically, I may fix. I may not fix anything in a particular day. I may fix infinite number of calls. You guys are understanding? You guys are understanding, guys? So this value can take anywhere between 0 to infinite. But actually, when I collected the data, what are the things I got? So this is the data I got. Clear? So these are my X values. Day 1 X, day 2 X, day 3 X. So these are the possible values. Okay. Now I want to calculate what? Average number of problem tickets fixed per day. So these are the fixed per day. So let's go and calculate the average. Yeah, I think it's there. How many tickets they fixed on an average? 9.7 tickets they fixed per day. This average number. This can be decimal also. But X is going to be a decimal? Is the X is going to be a decimal? No, because it should be 2 tickets or 3 tickets or 4 tickets, like that. But average can be anything. You guys are clear on this, friends? Okay. So this is how much? This lambda is 9.7 problem tickets per day. Any question on this? You guys got the intuition? Now, if someone asks, what is the chance that, let me write that. What is the chance that I am going to receive, let's say, 4 problem tickets? First problem tickets. What is the chance that I am going to receive? Do you have to consider how many number of tickets received or fixed per day? What? My random variable, read this and you decide. I'm not going to answer your question. Okay? I defined my random variable very, very clearly. Where is the confusion? You guys are understanding? Number of problem tickets fixed per day. I defined very, very clear. Where is the confusion? Okay. What is the chance that I am going to not? This is fixed. 4 problem tickets per day. At least, at least 4 problem tickets. At least 4 problem tickets per day. This is what I want. What is the meaning of this? If I write in terms of the probability, X at least means what? Greater than or equal to 4. This is what I want. M and D. So which is equivalent to probability of X equal to 4 plus probability of X equal to 5 up to infinite. Makes sense or not? But I know from theory which I learned, this can be written as 1 minus of These calculations are very, very easy, right? Problem tickets, 1 minus 0 fixed, 1 fixed, 2 fixed, and 3 fixed. If I subtract these, I'm going to get the probability equivalent of this, because sum of all the probabilities is how much? 1 MND. So let us go and calculate. How I'm going to calculate this? 1 minus probability of x equal to 0. What is the chance that I am going to receive x equal to 0? 0. Here I need to keep the 0. Please by heart this formula now. I'm giving 1 minute. Please by heart this formula. You need to remember this. Okay, done. Now, how can I write this? R equal to 0 and lambda, I know. Lambda how much? 9.7. This will become e to the power of minus lambda, means 9.7. And lambda to the power of how much? 0. Lambda 9.7 to the power of 0 by factorial 0. Agreed? Plus e power minus 9.7 all to the power of 1 by factorial 1 plus e to the power of minus 9.7 9.7 whole to the power of 2 divided by factorial 2 plus e power 9.7 whole cube divided by factorial 3. I need to simplify this. Once I simplify this, I'll get some probability. What is that probability? The chance that you are going to receive at least 4 problem tickets per day. So you are going to fix 4 problem tickets per day, not receive. Okay, let us solve this using so I've given one template in I already copied this template in your folder, the template folder. So how much is this? Mean 9.7. How many I want? 4. What is the problem tickets? At least 4 problem tickets I am going to receive. 98.71%. Pakka, at least you are going to receive on a particular day at least 4 problem tickets. If the process of not receive, you are going to fix 4 problem tickets, at least 4 problem tickets with a probability of 0.97. So let me write the interpretation. I am 97.7% confident that I am going to fix at least 4 problem tickets per day. You guys are understanding? You guys are understanding? Interesting or not, guys? Is it interesting? Any question on this understanding? First of all, we'll solve some more problems. Any question on this understanding? Okay. Let us do one more problem. Let us take the lathe. Now, let me show that. What is the E in the formula? E is 2.7. Okay. There's a constant. Pi is how much? 22/7. Okay. E is, these are the constants. 2.7. Okay. Clear? Let us, is 2.7 is the default value? Yes, it's a constant. Okay, in mathematics you see E, pi very frequently. That's the reason they defined one thing. Okay, there is a proof for all those things, but I am not getting to. We are not interested in that. Okay. Okay. Now let us solve one more problem. Example 2. Let's take the lathe machine problem. Lathe machine problem again. I want to show the difference between binomial and puzzle. Now there is a lathe machine. It is going to produce the nuts or bolts or whatever it is. Okay. I am from NASA. Let's say one person. I went to Srikanth. I asked him to give the bolts. Bolts. How many bolts I asked for? Let's say 3 bolts I asked for. How many bolts? I asked. NASA demanded 3 bolts in next day. I mean, I went to him and asked, I need the 3 bolts within 24 hours. You guys are getting? In a day. I'm defining the scope now. Very, very important. In binomial, there is no scope definition. In a day or 2, we are not defining there. Here I need to define the scope. This is very, very important. Okay, NASA demanded 3 bolts in a day. Then only they will complete that particular project, launching of some satellite or whatever it is. Okay. Now Srikanth is producing 5. Let us take this also. Yeah. 5 bolts per day on an average. Producing on an average. How many? 5 bolts per day. Now the question is, what is the chance that NASA is going to complete the project on time? Means what? Until unless Srikanth provide 3 bolts to the NASA, they are not going to complete the mission. Now I am going to find out what is the chance that Srikanth is going to give the 3 bolts. That's good enough. Hey Mandi, let us go there. And how much I need to put it here? 5. How many? 87 point here, around 87%. No, 87% is a little problem. He may ask the NASA person, let's say I am a NASA person, Srikanth is the producer. I may ask Srikanth, no, 87% is a dangerous situation because I am inviting our president. It's a problem if I am not going to receive it. Then Srikanth said, can you postpone your thing? There's one answer. Or, no, don't worry, I'll buy some other machine. That is also possible. You guys are understanding? I buy some extra machine, I produce more. From that, you will get these good bolts. These good bolts are not going to happen just like that. Very rare in nature. If I am producing, let's say, some 1,000 bolts, in that only 1 or 2 bolts are useful, which NASA can use. All are with me? Because N is large. When I need to go for this poison, when N is large and getting that bolt, successful bolt is very, very less. That's what we thought. Let's say if I produce, let's say some 1,000 volts, out of 1,000 I am getting 1 or 2 good volts. You guys are getting? And rest of the volts are defective volts. What are those? Defective volts. Those are not useful for NASA operation. Only some good volts only useful. Then only I need to go for the poison, right? When N is large and occurrence of such good volts is very, very less, I need to go for the poison. But you can exploit this. Even small n also you can use it. But when I am using the for small n, this formula, what is going to happen is the error is more between the Poisson and your binomial. Why? Poisson is the approximation of your binomial. You guys are getting what I'm saying? Let me prove all these things. Maybe I'm talking naive. Let's not worry too much now. So let me solve this problem first of all. So what is this? What is the chance that NASA is going to complete? Only around 87% answer. Is he happy? NASA person is happy? No. Improve your performance. So there are two ways. Either I can buy a new machine which can produce more number of good volts. There's one possibility. Second is what? I can ask NASA to, Srikanth can ask NASA to wait for some more time. These are only the two options or anything else. A third one, I can hire some other machine also. What are the solutions? To be more confident, to give 3 volts to NASA. What are the solutions? I can do one, hire extra machines. Hire extra machines. Second, what I can do? I can ask him to wait for some more time. Give more time to. Give more time. Third, improve the capability of the machine Agree? Yes or no? Actually, indirectly, these are interconnected, right? These are interconnected. I improve the capability of the machine is nothing but hiring extra machine only. One machine can produce, let's say, 2 on an average. If I add one more, it will become 4 per day on an average, which is equivalent to, if you improve the capability of the machine, which is equivalent to the 4 per day, that is good enough. Both are same, na? Online, you guys are understanding what I'm saying? Both are same. So let us solve for one. First, let me give more time. Let us solve for this. Okay. Now, how much? I want to be, let's say, 95% confident. To be 95% confident, what is the chance? Only you can change this, right? Okay. Now let us change this. I want to be as a 0.95 to be more confident by changing this. Yeah. How much the machine? How many days I need to wait? Actually, on an average, how many is producing? 5 days. So if I improve my machine capability to around 6.29, definitely I am going to give with 95 confident. Yeah, with 95% confident, I can give the bolts at least 3. What is the meaning of this? If I change my machine capability to 6.29 on an average, definitely I am going to give at least 3 bolts with what confidence? 95%. Okay, you guys are getting. Or what I can do? I need to ask him for more time. How much is the more time? Let's say per day 5 bolts. For 6.5, how many days? Yeah, I can tell him that 1.5 day you give time, I can produce it. You guys are getting or not? Online. On an average 5 per day. What is this 6.5, around 6.5 volts? How much time I need? I need more time. You guys are understanding, guys? So half day extra you ask, or you buy a machine which can give 6.29 volts on an average, 6.29 volts per day. Either of these solution should be implemented. Then only they can launch the project on time. I mean on time in the sense they can do whatever they want. If they want to delay by 1 day, or half day means what? Literally it's a 1 day, right? They can delay the project by 1 day, or Srikanth has to ready to procure a new machine. One of these things should happen. You guys are clear? You guys are clear, guys? Okay, so like this you can solve the problem. Let me implement this like this now. What is the meaning of this? Why this is happening like this? Let me produce. Now I am explaining the things differently. There is something called calc, random data. Random data, Poisson. Here, in this, if I know the lambda value, I can calculate all these things. So lambda is the parameter. So if X is a Poisson distribution, how many parameters is it having? Lambda only one parameter. Bernoulli, one parameter. What is that? P naught. And binomial, 2 parameters. What are those? N comma P naught. And what about the Poisson? Only lambda. If you know the lambda, you can talk whatever you want. Okay? Let's say I know the lambda. How much is the lambda? No, just before. For this problem. 5, na? Machine problem. 5. Okay. Let me give this 5. And I'm producing, let's say, some 1 lakh observations. I'm keeping these mean value. This is a parameter for the particular distribution. Okay, this is how my data is going to look like. This is one of the samples. If I know the parameter, I can generate these samples. Yes or no? Okay, if you want, how many samples I generated here? Around 10,000. If you want 2 lakhs also, I can do that. So knowing the parameters means what? Knowing the population. Knowing the parameters means what? I can do whatever. I can give whatever the data you want, right? So data, whatever the data you want means what? I can pull the data from some population. I can give it. M&D. See these 10,000 samples. 10,000 samples came from where? There is some population. That population is having what parameter? Lambda equal to that population follows the Poisson distribution, which lambda is how much? 5, right? So using that I generated all these data. Yes or no? Let me. I think you guys are confusing. Let me calculate the average. How much it is coming for this data? Let us see. How much? Near to 5. You guys are understanding? So this data is having an average of 5. You guys agree? You guys agree or not? Let us go and find out the histogram of this data. Not histogram. Let's have fun. These are very important elements. One has to understand. Okay. Let us look at it. What is the chance that how many zeros are there in this entire data? What is the meaning of zeros? One day he might have produced 0 good bolts. 0 bolts? Yes or no? And what is the minimum to maximum? One day he might have produced 0 and it went up to 17 good bolts. 17 good bolts. So actually he might have made how many bolts in a particular day? He might have made some 1 crore in a day. In that one day he produced only 0 good bolts, and in that few days he might have produced only one good bolt. You guys are getting? You guys are getting what I'm saying? Friends, all are with me, or it is going top of your head? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? There are 1 lakh days. There are this data, 1 lakh day data, 1 lakh days data I collected. One day they produce day like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Agree? Okay. Now what I'm saying is, out of those 1 lakh, how many days they produce 0 number of bolts? 669 days they produced 0 number of bolts. So what was our question? What is the chance that at least he has to produce 3 bolts? So what is the meaning of that? I need to add 3 and above. At least 3 bolts means what? This is the probability, or add these probabilities, this plus this plus this, 1 minus of that. How much? Let us see. How much is this? Let me, I can do one more here. I can ask for the cumulative percentage. Cumulative percentage from 0. It is going to start from 0 to infinite, right? Cumulative means what? You guys remember? I am calculating this value. What is the meaning of this? Probability of x equal to 0, probability of x equal to 1, probability of x equal to 2. Yes or no? This is what? Maximum 3 bolts. If I take the 1 minus of this, I am going to get at least probability. You guys are understanding? Online. So what I am saying is, first let us find out this probability. How much is that? Let me do one more time. Idhar dekho. How much is the cumulative probability? This is a cumulative percentage. Up to 3. How much is this? Around 12.42. 1 minus of 12.42 is around 87%. You guys are clear what I said? What is the meaning of this? 1 minus of 12.1 minus of, let me do this. 1 minus of 12.1 minus 0.12, 4.3 na? 4.3 or 4.2? 4.2 I believe. 87.5. When we calculated using the formula, I got the same. You guys are connecting now? You guys are connecting now, guys? Online. Actually, if you know the parameter, no need me to know the probability. Simply, whatever I have done, I can do that. Makes sense? If someone asks, let's say, what is the chance that at least 4 bolts is going to produce per day, given on an average is going to produce 5 bolts, what is the meaning of that? 1 minus of 43.9%. Agreed? Yes or no? 1 minus of this percentage is going to give at least 4 bolts. At least 4 bolts. Because if you go and look at, this is nothing but, it is like this. What is the meaning of the cumulative percentage? Already I discussed. What is the meaning of this? Already I explained in the previous class. Let me explain one more time. This percentage, let's say I am talking about the at least 3. Cumulative means what? 0%, 0, x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 3 also required or not required? When I am saying at least 3, what is the cumulative percentage? F of 2 only. Why? What is the meaning of the at least 3? This is nothing but P of x equal to 0 plus P of x equal to 2, P of x equal to, that's all. I think x equal to 1 also. This is nothing but what? This is nothing but what? Probability of this f of 2. You guys are understanding? So I can write this as 1 minus f of 2. This one. This is a cumulative percentage. Cumulative. Based on the problem, how much I am going to subtract, that is going to vary. Rupa, is this clear what I said, or still confused? Let's say tomorrow if someone asks probability of at least, let's say at least 5. What is the meaning of this? Strictly speaking, this is nothing but 5 to up to, right? But it is difficult to calculate 5 to up to because I don't know. Up to infinite I need to calculate. Instead of that, I know the formula. What I can do? I can subtract from 1 the up to. So this is equivalent to 1 minus of p of x equal to 0, p of x equal to 1 plus p of x equal to 4 only. If I subtract this, I'm going to get equivalent to this. This is this one is called cumulative probability up to 4. Up to 4. Now here this is this. This is what? This percentage plus this percentage is giving this. This is the cumulative. This is nothing but what? This plus this plus this. This is nothing but, for example, 12.42. How I am getting this 12.42? Probability of x equal to 0 plus probability of x equal to 1 plus probability of x equal to 2. Yemandi. So that is the cumulative probability of up to 2. Makes sense? Things are clear or not? Online. Okay. Now, where am I? What else should I repeat? Okay, let me, I think. I'm asking you, calculate probability of x greater than or equal to, let's say 2. Okay, fine. Is that clear? You guys understood? But theoretically also I calculated using the formula. It is matching with my data. But you guys understood what is the meaning of at least and at most now? By looking at this data, you guys understood what is the meaning of at least at most? Exactly means what? Exactly 3. How many days I am going to get? Exactly 3. Only 14,109 times out of 1 lakh times. That is exactly. You guys are understanding now? What is the meaning of at least, at most? What is the at most? Up to 3. At most 3 means what? Only this percentage plus this percentage plus this percentage plus this percentage, which is equivalent to 26.53. If you go and look at this, is also going to give the at most 3. At most, what is that? At most 3. Yeah, let us look at the at most 3. I think something wrong. Ah, acha, this one. Dekho. Matching? You guys are able to visualize what is happening. I have not used the entire data to do the job. I'm not. If you know the lambda value, I can calculate the probability, which is equivalent to if I'm having the data. Makes sense? So only one thing, what you need to know? Only lambda value. If you know the lambda value, no need me to have this data in my hand. Interesting, right? So this is nothing but the parameter. If I know the parameter, I can characterize that particular distribution. So knowing the parameters is very, very important task in data science. If you know the parameter, no need me to have the data with me. I can talk whatever. If I know the nature of the distribution, what is the meaning of the nature of the distribution? Is it a Poisson or binomial or Bernoulli? Whatever it is, if you know the corresponding parameters, you can talk whatever you want. No need me to have the data in my hand. Only remember this number, that's good enough. Makes sense? Makes sense, guys? Makes sense? So knowing the parameters is a very, very important task. If you estimate, if you calculate the parameters wrongly, your interpretation is also going to be wrong. So to have the proper parameter values, you need to have the data as large as possible. as large as possible. All are with me? You guys are able to understand? Let me connect this using some Poisson distribution. I mean the binomial distribution. What is the lambda value here? Lambda is nothing but the average. Average is nothing but the, with respect to the binomial. What is that? NP naught. NP naught. Make sense? So now I am going to choose N and P such that the product will become equivalent 5. Is that okay? What I am saying is this. I am going to choose for given. Is it going to too much of depth top of your head, or it's okay? You are able to digest? You are able to digest online. For given lambda equal to 5, if see this lambda, this Poisson is approximation of the binomial. So there is the original binomial data. Yes or no? So let's say for given lambda equal to 5, if the binomial distribution having the parameters case 1 possibility I'm talking, I talk about the second possibility also. N equal to, let's say this is some 1000 and P equal to make this 5, how much I need to multiply? 0.05, right? Is it right? Oh no, 0.001020, one more 0. The P is I am taking this P value such that it should match with this lambda. NP is nothing but the lambda, right? Average, now this is also average, that is also average. So 0.05. Is this fine now? Online, you guys are understanding what I'm saying? Let us verify our math using the binomial. Okay? So N is large, quite large, and P is very, very small. So N is how much? 1000, and P is how much? 0.005. So at least 3. How much it is? 0.760. Is it matching with my 87? So I can use this or that. But this is cumbersome to collect the data, right? I need to know N every time. Instead of that, I produce. What is the meaning of the N here? Number of problem tickets received. Number of problem tickets received in a day. Right? So this one is what? Only you are fixing 0.005% of the problem. I mean only 0.5% of the problem tickets only you are fixing it. Is it a problem? Yeah. 0.5% of the problem tickets you are fixing in a day. How many calls received in a day? I received the 100 calls. But out of that, how many I fixed? 0.005 only. You guys are understanding? You guys are understanding? So what is the meaning of that? If I look at the data, it is going to be like this. I'm connecting the binomial and Poisson. Okay? The data is going to look like this. Let me generate the data now. Where is the Poisson? Where is the binomial? Yeah. I am producing, let's say this is for, let's say some 700 days I am producing. 700 days. Every day, how many calls I am receiving? I am making that as a constant, 1000 calls, right? 1000 calls. N equal to 1000. But I am collecting the data for how many days? 700 days. I am storing this is in a column C. What are the, every time how many calls I am receiving? Every day. 1000. That's the N value. How many? What is my probability of fixing the problems? 0.05. Agreed? So what is the meaning of this? Out of one day I received how many calls here? This is 1000, right? So fixed. So 1000 here, 1000 here, 1000 here, like this. You guys are understanding? Yes or no? So actually, how many total n total? If I want to calculate the percentage and all, I need to take 700 into 1000. Those many calls I received. Out of that, how many calls I fixed? These many calls I fixed. Some. You guys are getting the logic, friends. But you know, I'm not going to. This is going to vary very much. I'm not going to receive the calls every day. 1000 only. In the real world, it is going to change. So why I need to worry? I don't have that data. Only I'll ask today how many calls you fixed. I ask this data. I'm not going to collect the data. How many calls I received? I can use the Poisson distribution. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? You guys are able to understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now let us verify this. Case 1. This is a case. Now I'm not taking n equal to large and p equal to small. I'm going to take little bit deviation. What is the meaning of this? I'm not taking n equal to, let's say 20, and p equal to little bit of large, let's say 0.6. If this is the situation, my actual behavior is like this, and still sorry. I need to take here 20 to make this 5. How much I need to multiply? I think 0.4. NP is 5. This also lambda is having a 5. But this is the true approximation, that lambda, because it is not meeting the criteria, right? Because n is not large and p is not very, very small. But still, let's go and use this for binomial and map what my Poisson is giving, what this is giving. Here is how much? 20. Here is how much? 0.4. How much is the at least? 99%. See, actually, this is giving binomial. Actual binomial is giving 99.95%, around 100%, but Poisson is giving 87%. Why? The difference is too much, because it is not meeting the criteria of n is very, very large, p is very, very small. You guys are understanding? So this Poisson is going to work very well when the criteria. What is the criteria? P should be very, very small, n is large. But is the n is large here? Very, very small. So in these cases, the second case, Poisson approximation is not working well. What is the reason? Where n is not so large. You guys connected, or it is going top of your head? Everything is cool, guys? See, this much of depth. Sir, in second, P should be, sorry, he is right. He is right. P should be how much? 0.25. Yeah, correct. Let's verify with a 0.25. I don't know. Nothing more. Still it will not work. 90%. Yeah, there is a 3% difference. But when I having that 1000 and 0.005 such situations, and lambda is 5. This situation also lambda is 5, but n is very, very small. It is not giving the exact near to value. But when the n is large and p is small, the answer, what binomial is given, what my Poisson, both are matching. So the approximation is going to work very well when n is large and p is small values. You guys understood now what is the meaning of the n is large, p is small? Friends online, is it interesting or not? It looks very theoretical, but these things are very, very important to understand when to implement binomial, when to implement Poisson. Make sense? So go with the logic of if you feel n is very, very large and p is very, very small, you go for the Poisson. No need to go for binomial. Okay, and let me give some more gyan. You tell me, Mr. Shrikant, you are going to use tools or you want to calculate manually? Huh? Okay. Let us calculate the E of x also. So how can you say each underlying? How can you say each underlying trial is a Bernoulli in this case? So let's look at this. The 1000 calls, each call is a Bernoulli. Yes or no? Each call is a Bernoulli, right? I may fix, I may not fix. Okay, Deepti. I may fix, I may not fix. But here, in case of the Poisson, I don't care. I don't care. You guys are understanding what I'm saying? Because I'm not interested in the end there. I'm not collecting the data of him. I'm collecting, tell me, I'll go and ask in a particular day, how many problem tickets you fixed today and tomorrow, day after tomorrow, like last 1 week, I collect the data, take the average, I'll use that average, over. I'm not interested in how many calls they received, out of that, how many they fixed. I'm interested in only how many they fixed. Clear? Okay. Now, let us calculate the E of x and V of x formula. E of x and V. But actually, this E of x for Poisson, whatever the average is there, this one only average is same now. I need to use whatever the Poisson for binomial, the same average I need to use for. But I don't know the N and P. I'm going to use calculate from the data directly. That is the lambda. All with me? All with me, guys? Poisson used for non-Bernoulli trials. Where is a non-Bernoulli trial? Actually, these are everything is a Bernoulli. Even the number of problem tickets fixed is not the Bernoulli, each one. Huh? Deepti. Here, actually the data is the Bernoulli only. But I am having some other alternatives to handle my practical problems. What is the practical problems? If the N is very, very large and P is very, very small, calculation will become hectic. Instead of that, if I compromise little bit on the approximation value, I'll go for Poisson. If N is not large and N is very, very, small and P is large, why should I go for the Poisson? Because the approximation is not going to work very well. Again, equally, I can go for binomial itself. But for binomial, what is the meaning of that? See, here the number of calls fixed. Fixed is means what? There are some calls which are not fixed also. So how you got this number of calls fixed? From calls received, whatever the calls you fixed. Actual data is what? Calls received. Each one is a Bernoulli. Deepti, is that is clear now? Chandramouli, what should I repeat? Okay. So what I'm saying is, for Bernoulli, what is average? For Poisson, what is average? Lambda. For binomial, what is average? NP. But I don't know the NP and NP not. I'm calculating the lambda directly. So for Bernoulli, for Poisson, what is this? This is equal to lambda. You guys understand? What is the meaning of the lambda? Average of those occurrences. Clear? This is average of occurrences per scope, right? Or space, per space. Space. If you are not interested in to calculate N and P, then we'll go for binomial. Oh my God. You are, after listening 1 hour, you are asking this question. Right? If you are not interested in N and P, you go for binomial. If you don't know, what are the parameters for binomial? N and P. But you don't want to calculate the N and P and you want to calculate the binomial. How that is possible? You got the answer? Mohan Krishna. Sir, is this possible? To how much is the deviation or error value is the Poisson? Yeah, do it. You can do now, but you need to know N. But in the real one, you are not going to have the N value, right? If you know the N one, you can use binomial itself. Why I need to go for the approximation? As in the real world, I'm not going to have an exposure. For example, number of incidents, number of accidents are happening on this road. Do you know the N? Every day, so many number of vehicles are going. Every vehicle, there is a chance to meet with an accident or going safe. Yes or no? It is very, very difficult to collect the data. Instead of that, I can collect easily the number of accidents happen in a day. First day, 10 accidents. Second day, 0 accidents. If I go and ask that constable, he will give that data to me. I'm not going to collect N there. Is that is clear, Swarupa? Okay. Wherever the N collection is not possible and hectic, go for the Poisson. That's what I'm saying. When that will become hectic? When N is large. When N is small, it is not hectic, I will go and collect it. Yes or no? If we want to calculate number of tickets not fixed, again, we need to collect the average number of not fixed. It is very, very difficult, right? For that, not fixed means what? You need to know N there. Instead of that, calculate the fixed one, and one minus of that will become your not fixed, which is easy to collect. Not fixed, you are receiving the N is very, very large. Some crores of tickets you are receiving. Not fixed means what? You need to know N. How many calls fixed and how many calls not fixed. Why I need to do that? Think logically. This is a simple logic. Yes or no? You guys are understanding Bhargavi? Okay. Now, what is this V of X? V of X for Poisson is what? This one? But this P is very, very small, right? P naught is very, very small. So 1 minus of P naught will become 1 only. If this is 1 minus 0.001 or 0.005, 1 minus of 0.005 is equivalent to 1. So this is nothing but what? NP naught only, which is equivalent to lambda. So what I'm trying to say, the variance and the mean both are equal in Poisson distribution. The variance and mean both are equal in Poisson distribution. All are with me? So what are the things we learned? Let me summarize once in a short. If X follows Poisson with lambda parameter, then P of X equal to R. This is equivalent to e to the power of minus lambda, lambda to the power of R, factorial R, where R is going to take what values? 0, 1 up to infinite, right? Which is equivalent to N is going to take, X is going to take. And what is its E of X? E of X equal to, lambda, and V of X also lambda. So let me ask one question. Here, what you are collecting the data? The count, right? In Poisson distribution, you are collecting the count data, number. But in binomial, what you are collecting there? whether it is passed or failed. Classification. So classification is a binomial problem. Count is a Poisson problem. All are with me? So if in the discrete case, there are two things I talked about. One is what? Count data follows POI. I don't know, you guys can take it. Poisson distribution, and this follows Bernoulli and binomial. Both the distribution falls in the classification. So if you are clear, so actually you are kind of going from here to there. Little bit of trick, you need to understand the trick. I don't know whether you guys understood or not. If you understood, fine. Okay. If you understood, everything will become a comedy. Otherwise, it will become a tragedy. That's all. Huh? You guys who decided to become a data scientist, you have to learn this. There is no option.